now in this service, I was asked to pray for the Vice Chancellor. There are many prayer topics, and I couldn't really understand that it's not by mistake that I am mandated to pray for the Vice Chancellor, which confirms the assignment that God has given me. It doesn't make me exceptional. I mean, the testimony I have told you now, I've only made it public for you to join me in this prayer with one heart, with understanding, in the wisdom of the Almighty, with burden, to present the Vice Chancellor before God, so that God will uphold him, strengthen him, enable him, that the burden of leadership in this institution will not overwhelm him, and that he would hear expressly from God who made him the Vice Chancellor to lead this institution where we are shaping the destiny of the generations of tomorrow. We will also pray that the burden of leadership in this campus would not affect adversely his marriage and his family. Because administration and leadership, they have a way of tearing families apart. And when you make a man unstable in what he is doing from his family and marriage, then he wouldn't lead properly. I want you with burden. I want you with appreciation, since we are in the mood and spirit of thanksgiving, to really lift this man and his wife before God. Let's extend a right hand of fellowship by praying with heart and burden, with understanding, with guidance, that God will overshadow him, that God will bring wisdom, knowledge, and understanding upon him for the remaining part of his tenure in this institution, and that all of these things he outlined in the message, in the address he gave us, that the Lord would use him to reverse all that had gone amiss and lay a firm foundation for those who would take over from him, that this institution will remain a God-fearing institution. And as the Archbishop prayed, that all the things we have lost in this institution, with time, we will recover them. In the month of July, I was in University of Agriculture, Makurudi, the VC referred to it. And I was shocked, Your Grace. In that university, the federal government built a solar village. All their, here now we're having light through the generator there. All the generators in University of Makurdi are idle. The university solar village is a massive, I couldn't go through. They have 24-hour electricity. The federal government built it. And like he said, there were about 3 or 4 federal universities of agriculture. But somehow, ethnicism, somehow, everything in Nigeria is politicized, including education. And we are here suffering. So in our prayer, even if it is 1-minute prayer, this man is fighting to restore all these things that we've been denied. There are political influences, there are economic influences, there are tribal ethnic influences, there are religious influences that bear upon the things we do, and we are not put in the list of people, in the list of institutions that should receive what other institutions are receiving. It's very painful. I have heard for this institution. 4 of my children passed through this institution, so I know what I'm talking. Men and brethren, briefly, can we just be on our feet and tell God, this day of Thanksgiving, we're appreciating him for the foundation and the founding of this institution. In the year 2023, when Professor Iwe is the Vice Chancellor, and all the men and women accompanying him in the work of administration, that the Lord will transform them. We need transformed leaders for transformational leadership. And we need to sustain this transformation. When Saul came across the prophet Samuel, the man told him, you will see a gang of prophets coming with harps and tambourine and lyres. They will be prophesying and speaking. When you join them,